Hey there guys, this is Coach Toy for you back with another Leetcode problem. This one's called Find Common Elements Between Two Arrays. So it says you're given two zero-index integer arrays nums1 and nums2 of sizes n and m respectively. Consider calculating the following values. The number of indices I such that I is greater than or equal to 0 and less than n, and nums1 I occurs at least once in nums2, and the number of indices I such that I is greater than or equal to 0 but less than m, and nums2I occurs at least once in nums1. Return an integer array answer of size 2 containing the two values in the above order. So as you can see from the example, we're giving nums1 and nums2, the output being at index 0 it's 3 and at index 1 it's 4, and it is size 2. So the reason being is we calculate the values as follows. The elements at indices 1, 2, and 3 in nums1 occur at least once in nums2, so the first value is 3. And the elements at indices 0, 1, 3, and 4 in nums2 occur at least once in nums1, so the second value is 4. So as we can see from nums1 and nums2, the indices 1, 2, and 3, here we are, the indices 1, 2, and 3, they occur in nums2, and they occur 3 times, so that's why we're giving 3. And the elements at indices 0, 1, 3, and 4 occur at least once in nums1, so as you can see, it occurs 4 times. There's 3 2s and 1 3, so that's why it's 4. So the way we're going to solve this is we're going to use Hashmap, and we're going to have to first map out both of the vectors that we are given. And so let's do that. They're going to be the key is going to be an int, and the value is going to be an int, and we're just going to name them map1 and map2. And the answer, we're going to have to place it into a vector of int with size 2. So we're just going to call it results. And remember, it's going to be of size 2. And we're going to initialize index 0 and 1. They're both going to have zeros in there. Because if they don't have any common elements between, we're just going to return the result. So that means we're just going to return a result of a vector of int size 2, which just has 2 zeros in it. So now, again, we're going to map out using a for loop. We're going to map out our nums1 into map1. And then another for loop, we're going to map out our nums2 in map2. And then after we've remapped it out, we're gonna use the vector of int nums1, and we're gonna compare it to what we have in our map2, and to see if there's any common elements between the two arrays. Remember, map2 is mapped out with nums2, so that's why we can use map2 to check if there's any common elements with the vector nums1. So we're going to go through nums1. So if map2, if there's any similarities to nums1 in map2, then we're just going to increase the frequency in our vector results in index 0. So as you can see, we're going to be going through nums1, and 4 is not in map 2, but 3 is in map 2. And so that's why we increase it. So there's 1. And then we go to the next one at nums1. 2, it is in map 2, so we increase it again. And then 3, again, it is in map 2, so we increase it again. So we're going to do the same thing for vector nums2. We're going to go through vector nums2, and we're going to compare it to map 1. And if there are common elements, we're going to increase the frequency of the vector results, but this one's going to be in index 1. And then all we have to do is just return results, and that should pass the test cases. As you can see, it did. I'm just going to take you to this tab. We're going to show you how the code worked, just using a little bit more visualization. As you can see, we did our maps. In the first loop, that's how we mapped out nums1. In the second loop, we mapped out nums2. As you can see, in the third loop, we are going through nums1, and we are updating result index 0. So as you can see, in map 2, 4 is 0, so we don't increment anything. In map 2, 3 is 1, so yeah, we increment result 0. And again, map 2 is found, so we increment result 0, and now it's 2. And map 2, 3 is found, so they increment result 0 to 3. And then at map 2, 1 is not found, so there is no incrementation. And the next for loop, we went through nums2 and we checked it, comparing it to map 1. And remember, there's going to be result at index 1. So in map 1, 2 is found, so we incremented at map 1, 2 again is found, so we incremented at map 1, 5. It's not found, so no incrementation. At map 1, 2 is found, so we incremented. At map 1, 3 is found, so we incremented, and it's at 4. So as the final result, we get a vector of int result 3 and 4. And there we go. If you want more coding solutions, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.